Today marks 6 months in Mexico City. 6 months is the longest that we have stayed anywhere in the past, I think 4 years now. Yeah, we usually do like 2-3 months in each city, but now we're like, wow, 6 months. In a way, it feels nice. What do you think?
Yeah.
So we thought we'll make a little video sharing our updates, what we've been up to.
Mexico gives us 6 months visa with a valid US visa. Our 6 months visa expired this week, so we had to apply for an extension. But turns out the tourist visa which we have, it can't be extended. We have to step out of the country and come back in again. In normal circumstances, we would have done it, but we really don't want to travel right now.
A lot of people are traveling to Mexico right now because Mexico is one of the countries that is open to world travel. We feel a little bit nervous traveling right now, but there is a solution. We can reapply for the tourist visa without leaving the country. We applied for another visa under humanitarian reasons. We never thought we would apply for anything under humanitarian reasons in all our 4 years of travel, right?
Yeah.
I guess that's the first time for everything.
The process is pretty simple. When we enter the country, in the airline they give you an application form to fill up. So you fill that up and they will give you half of the application form for you to keep. This is the tourist visa. So we had to go to the immigration office here, which is this huge building in this area called Polanco here. We had to go there early in the morning, stand in a line where there were many lines, like 4 or 5 lines. We were really confused which line to stand in. We did stand in the wrong line. Then we saw more clueless people like us who had no idea where they are, so we changed to that line, and that was the line to be in. So we stood in the line with our card, with our passports and a couple of other documents which they had told us to bring, and after waiting for 2 hours or something, we were let in, and the process was pretty smooth. We went inside, they checked our documents, and we signed a few papers, and they said come back in the evening. And we went back in the evening, and there it was, a new card with 188 days stamped in. So yeah, that's our tourist visa which we got under humanitarian reasons, and we have another 6 months in Mexico.
We don't know if we'll be spending all 6 months in Mexico City or in Mexico itself. If we can go back to India sooner, we might, if that's a possibility. It's just that with this pandemic, things change so fast. Like in March, we thought, oh, this thing will just blow over in a few months, and clearly that's not the case. So there is no point making big plans right now. After we got our visa, we thought we'll move into a new neighborhood for a change of scenery. And then there's one of our friends here who we hang out with him almost every weekend.
By the way, we used to quarantine, and he used to quarantine also.
Yeah, and we
used to meet up in the weekends.
Yeah.
So that was our only other human contact in the last 6 months.
Yeah, besides all the delivery food.
Yeah, yeah. So he was also looking for another house. So we decided, why not, like,
we asked him to move in with us. Yes, we did that.
You might see him in a couple of live streams in the future.
So we decided to move into a bigger house,
Yeah.
which will be big enough for the 3 of us. It's a really big house. It's very old school. The building is very old school. The furnishings and everything are old school, but there's so much space in that house. I was even thinking of getting a dartboard.
Yeah, I mean, I love dart, professional darts. So time to practice some and to see if I can make some progress and win some competitions.
And I will get
Online.
air fryer.
You get an air fryer.
Yeah.
Old house was in this area called Condesa. Now we moved into a neighboring neighborhood called Roma Norte, which is like the hipster and like a lot of grunge and a lot of coffee
Artists.
shops, a lot of artists who live here. So neighborhood live streams of this place will be amazing.
Yes.
We have a few more updates for you guys, but first, coffee.
They have these decorated cookies for Halloween and for their Dia de los Muertos, which is the Day of the Dead. They have the bread of Muerto, which is Pan de Muerto. We'll buy it sometime when we can allow ourselves to eat treats.
Muchas gracias.
In about 4 years of continuously traveling the world, one of the things which have been like bothering us and one of the things we never found time to focus on was getting into a fitness routine, because every time we got into some type of routine, it would be like time to pack and move, and then there would be so much food to try in a new place, and there would be food videos to make, so we could never consistently focus on fitness. So thanks to COVID, now we've been in the same place for 6 months, and we have been focusing on our health and fitness a little bit, and we feel really good, and it's been fun actually.
Yeah, it's like we never thought that we will have this much amount of time for us to focus on fitness. So and also we had no clue how to make food videos once the pandemic started. So we decided, okay, let's stop thinking about the videos for a bit, and then
Yeah, might as well cook at home, eat healthy,
Yeah.
exercise, and do all of that.
we did do a lot of cooking.
Yeah.
We did try a lot of dishes from all the places we have been to.
Yeah. And of course, we had our weekly treat, which is bubble tea. Can't live without bubble tea.
Yeah.
But yeah, we feel great, and maybe if that's something you guys want to see more about, we do an fitness update video in the future.
After we had figured out our fitness routines, we again started thinking about how we can make videos. That's when we basically came across live streams. Live streams fit the travel niche really well. We can show you guys how a local neighborhood is, how the authentic experiences which we have day in and day out living in Mexico or wherever we are. So we thought live streams are a great format to basically experience what we are experiencing, so you could get the same experience, same authentic experience as we are. We could actually, for example, bring Mexico to your houses, to your screens, and you can get a taste of what we are getting. We did a couple of live streams last week to test it out, and we really liked it. We like the way we can interact with you guys, like on a live stream, like chat with you guys and take like suggestions from you to do things while we are walking. So we want to do more of the live streams and show more of Mexico for now, because we know we will be staying here for the next 6 months.
A lot of travel content on the internet right now is very heavily edited, very heavily planned. So a lot of times you see a lot of photos where it looks completely empty or it looks totally staged, and we feel like live streams will really help you to understand how a place truly is, the true essence of a place, authentic local experiences, and we feel that we can share them with you through live streams.
We will be making a lot of live streams in the coming months when we are here in Mexico. Maybe 1 or 2 a week, or maybe even more, we don't know. We really like the format, so we want to do more and more of the live streams. So we will be covering things like Mexican neighborhoods. We just moved into this neighborhood which like it looks all green. So we want to show you guys in a live stream, show you the neighborhood in the live stream. So we'll see what we can do. Live streams will be more spontaneous. If we feel like we can show you guys something in a live stream, I think we'll be going live with that. Hope you guys can join in for some or all of them if you guys like the live streams, and we can all hang together and explore Mexico. Another thing which we have been working on is a series of videos on digital nomadism. We have been traveling like this for almost 4 years now. It will be 4 years in November, and we wanted to, one of the biggest questions we always get is like, how do we get this lifestyle? So we wanted to basically make a series of videos where we talk about how to start planning to become a digital nomad, what is required, what should not be done, what is required as an Indian. So there's a bunch of questions which we usually get.
As you might have already experienced, there's a lot of people starting work from home now because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
And we feel like a lot of jobs post-pandemic will completely transition to remote work, which gives a lot of people an opportunity to become digital nomads. So we decided this would be the perfect time to start a series helping people answer these questions.
And if you have not thought about digital nomadism, this is the right time to basically sit down and work on your skills, which will allow you to become digital nomads in the future. We are currently working on that. We don't know when it will be released. We are hoping it can be released like end of this month.
So if that's something you're interested in, make sure to subscribe to our channel and you'll know when it drops.
We went from spending 2 or 3 months in a single place to staying 6 months in a place, which is a very new feeling for us because we have never done it in the last 4 years.
It actually feels nice, even though we didn't do this out of choice. We'd still be
Yeah.
traveling if it wasn't for the pandemic. It feels nice to slow down. We have time to focus on personal projects and we have time to spend in Mexico. We really love Mexico, so it's a blessing that we get to stay here and explore the culture and the food.
It has definitely allowed us to explore Mexico a little bit more deeper than what we did. Even though we stayed 6 months the last time we were here,
Yeah.
we moved around a lot. Now we have more friends in Mexico City, so they have taught us more about Mexican food and culture while we are here. That's our plan for the next 6 months. Hope you guys will join us in the live streams. Bye.